Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to yet another Turbo 2.5 NC video. We are going to be tapping the oil pan today and hopefully wrapping up a lot of the 2.5 motor. So that is the goal. I have the 2.0 oil pan and this is the drain line right here, but I'm gonna be tapping it right about here. Some people tap it like back here, but I think this is gonna be the best area. Just in my opinion, just right above the basically the oil drain for the pan. But usually I've done this in the past on my NA when it's in the car, so I've never tapped an oil pan outside of a car, but I have two boxes kind of clamping it. But what we're gonna do is we are gonna basically tap it with a punch first. That's what I usually do. So tap it right in the location, and then we'll use different drill bits here, basically one small, one bigger, and then we'll go straight up to this big boy right here, which is the drill bit that you need. I'll throw everything in the description below if you guys are interested in this. It looks like I think it's a 2332, and then you have the 1/2 inch tap right here. So basically, like I was saying in the video previously, this is all from Armand. He has everything online, but this is basically the Fab9 turbo kit. Why I'm tapping the oil pan, it actually uses the drain line, and I really don't like that, just because it's going to be easier just to drain oil from the drain rather than taking the whole entire line off. So I'm going to be tapping the oil pan right here, and then we should be good to go to basically put the oil pan back on the 2.5. So a good tip here is, you guys can see I greased, I guess you could tell, these are the flutes of the drill bit as much as you can. This will collect all of the, you know, all of the metal shavings, and you're gonna get a little bit in the oil pan, but this will take care of a lot of it. And this is definitely really good too. And then also you can tape it, duct tape it, which I'll do on the big drill bit over there, but it just allows you know, the least amount of shavings to get into your oil pan. Then also taping it will only allow this much to go into your oil pan, so you don't hit anything inside of like oil pickup tube or anything like that whenever you're drilling. I have it off right now, so it's not that big of a deal, so I'm not taping it just yet, but let's go ahead and use this bigger drill bit. Guys, this is the biggest drill bit I've ever used ever, especially in this gun. Well, here goes nothing. Let's get it. Let's dip it in some grease here. Let's get after it. Alright guys, well I just cleaned up all of the metal shavings, washed it out, sprayed a brake cleaner so you can see how big that hole is. I usually do a 3/8 NPT tap, but for the NC it's a 1/2 NPT tap. Alright, so the last thing that you need to do is actually tapping the oil pan. So we're using a 1/2 NPT tap. Like I said, I'll throw everything down in the description below if you guys are doing this to your car. I bought this off Amazon, as well as the drill bit came in a package, but all you need is this 17 socket and you are good to go. So all you're gonna do is, I like to grease the, I guess the flutes as well on here, just to give it a little bit better, you know, a lot more smooth. And then you just go as slow as possible and just keep turning. And then you go backwards as well. So you're just basically threading the oil pan so you can put in the fitting for the drain line. Alrighty guys, well we did not video it, but I showed you guys the hole. It's tapped now, and I'm about to put the fitting in here with red Loctite. But we got the oil pan on. We have not torqued it just yet. We're getting ready to put the front cover on as well. Kevin's gonna do some RTV on that, but we made sure in here the motor's upside down, but you can see that we have our timing tool in here. Everything is completely at top dead center right now. Everything's good. The cams are in, locked down, tightened down. We're gonna be putting the front cover on. We already waited an hour for the oil pan, so it's time to torque this thing down. But we're gonna put the front cover on, and then we'll be able to torque the oil pan down, and then we'll wait an hour to torque the front cover. And then while we're waiting, we'll put all kinds of different accessories on this thing. So we'll put on the breather here. This one's from actually the, I think it's from the Ford Ranger. This is the one that's supposed to clear the intake manifold. We'll put on the intake portion here, which will include RTV. I'll kind of show you guys what we're gonna do there. And then we'll probably, maybe, I think we can install the water pump, possibly. And then I already installed the studs last time, so those are good. I have a new gasket for the exhaust manifold, but just missed kind of stuff. And then I think it'll be almost up. We'll probably put the valve cover on and stuff, maybe. We'll have to see, but the goal for right now is to put the oil pan on, torque it, put the front cover on, torque it. And then we probably, not tonight, we won't be able to put the crank pulley on because obviously everything has to dry for an hour plus, but we'll put as much on as we can for accessories and all that. All right guys, so we got the fitting here. This is the 1/2 NPT fitting for the drain line. So for stuff that you don't want to come out is you just put some red on there. I obviously don't ever really want this to come out. But put some of this guy on there. It is high temperature. Put it on the threads. Don't need a lot, but some will do. Should be good to go. Kevin got it all good and ready up here. Nice little job. About to put it on. I'm gonna go get some bolts real quick here. Gentlemen, if you don't do your car, and always it's good to do, just put all the bags, or put the bolts in a bag, label it. Got the front cover on, just waiting it to dry. So now we're putting the accessories on. I got a new water pump, so this is supposed to be a high flow water pump compared to the stock one. So I guess we'll see how it works. I still have the stock thermostat in there. I think I'm not going to change it. Might regret that a little bit later. I don't know. But got a new water pump for it. Because a lot of guys are saying this is a high flow water pump. And this is actually a Ford water pump. So we'll see how it goes. But put the water pump on. We'll put the metal intake portion on runner. And then we torque the breather down. And then I think we might call it at that point. We'll put the valve cover on maybe so we don't have to put plastic bag over it. Actually, no, we won't be able to because we have to leave the timing stuff in back here before we put the crank pulley on and stuff and tighten all that down. But sorry guys, I'm just talking through my head. But I put the EGR on. We'll have to figure that out as well. I forgot about that. But we still have to do something with this. I forget what to do. But yeah, it's coming along for sure. I appreciate Kevin over here helping me. Couldn't do without him. Rue over here on the ground as well. He's been helping a lot. Right, buddy? Yeah. Got that little metal intake runner on. So a lot of people say that you can shave it down inside because obviously there's a lip compared to the 2.0 to the 2.5 head. Talking to a lot of guys, you really don't have to. It's like been proven that it doesn't lose any power or like mess up or anything like that. So instead of using the metal gasket, you just RTV it, and then obviously let it set on there for an hour. And like I said, a lot of people bore this out right here to match the 2.5 head, but you don't have to. Like it won't really give you much of a power difference. And it's been proven on the dyno and stuff. And I talked to like a couple guys on 2.5 page, but we RTV'd this guy, should be good to go. So we'll let this sit for an hour, torque this thing down. And honestly, the last thing that we'll do tonight is, yes, so we put the water pump on, that's good to go, torque down. We'll just go ahead and torque the front cover, and then honestly, we'll just come back next time. We'll put the crank pulley on, time the entire thing, and then we'll be able to put the intake manifold on, valve cover. We'll put the turbo exhaust manifold on, and then start putting all the pulleys on and stuff. So it's coming close, guys. We're getting there, but I will pick this video back up tomorrow.